So, as you can see, it's kind of a mess in here. I've got a lot of stuff to work through and I have no idea where to start. I mean, there's projects I know. I'm making a list as I go through what material goes to what product and what design. Unfortunately, I only have 2 hands to work with. I'll show you some costumes of yesteryears past. What better way to immortalize it all than to put it in a video for you all to see. Okay, this is one that's actually in progress right now. It would help if I turned it right side out for you. Little Sunday dress. Super cute. It turned out better than I thought it was going to be. I may actually finish this one because I'm really proud of my button work right there. Get here a little top that's been wrinkled, unfortunately. I was going on a kick where I was making a lot of kids' clothes. I had a little touch of baby brain. I don't know why. I've never even considered marrying or anything along those lines. You know what I mean. We're all adults here. Okay. This one is going to be so cute. I don't know if I want to finish it though. Maybe. I think I had some other plans for it. There's a space back here. I was going to put snaps in the back. Of course, I mean having to open up the skirt, so I think that must have been a last minute decision. But I'm really proud of that overlay right there. That's not too bad looking in the front. It's good for at least a Halloween costume. More baby brain, unfortunately. Show you the bag. It's got a little bow on it. Oh my gosh. I could almost make that into a little coat with its opening. Oh. I do have to show you this. These are my old tags. Back when I thought this was going to be my name, it's not anymore. These are the first set tags I ever ordered, so I'm a little nostalgic right now. Okay, focus. We have more work to go through. Okay, and what do we have here? A Mickey Mouse vest made out of denim. It wasn't a bad try. It was my first attempt at darting, I think. It could have gone worse. That's why I've been telling myself through all these projects. It could have gone worse. Okay, this one is a little embarrassing. This was my first attempt at a topless dress. But as you will note, it's one layer that's lined with lace. And there's no boning. The dress managed to stay up, mostly because I think I pinned it to my bra so that it wouldn't fall. But it's just one of those things you have to work through at some point, you know? You have to go through all of these little mistakes when you're getting started. And that's how you figure out what to do for next time. So learn from my mistakes, children. Use boning. Very important. Okay. This one was the start of a dress that was fitted. I don't know where the rest of it is because I think I lost the skirt somewhere in transition. Opening for the back. I'm actually very pleased with how this understitching looks. I don't think you can see it, but hot dog, this is such good understitching. I'm so proud of myself for it. Even though I can't really wear this anywhere now. Okay, this is one I started for a different project. I don't know what I was thinking really. I honestly don't remember what event this was supposed to be for. I think I was playing around with my sewing ability and I was having way too much fun doing that. I think I got lazy, so I came up with this new pattern, which honestly isn't bad. I kind of like it. It would definitely be for a younger girl though, that's for sure. I do remember this part down here. I was going to do some invisible hem work to make it nice and pretty. I don't know. I may finish this one and then ask around to my friends and see who's got a teenager that needs a, what would you call that, a homecoming dress? I don't know anymore. I do need to come in here and fix this though, because clearly I did not line that correctly, and you can see the elastic. Now this is a blast from the past, if there ever was one. This shapeless, strangely colored frock, believe it or not, is the thing I made for my graduation from university. I don't know why I picked this. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess it's got great drape to it and great hand. It's just a weird design with this kind of material. I definitely have plans to take this apart because I think there's a nicer project in here somewhere. I just don't know where it is, but we'll find it. Fortunately, I had my cap and gown on the whole time, so no one saw this hot mess. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really proud of this shirt. I actually liked how it turned out. Unfortunately, I was the dingus who didn't think that because it's not jersey, it wouldn't stretch. I should have cut it on the bias, but then that would not give me the pattern that I wanted in it. So I just kind of squeezed myself into it whenever I wore it. I can't wear it now. Again, this was university. I think maybe freshman year, so this was a long time ago, but I was really proud of how it turned out. And I may try and make some new ones of these with a different fabric, of course. I think was just, here's a shirt and it's blue. That's it. God, I sucked at this when I was a kid. Here's a design I was playing around with for a little bit. You got like a little hooded cardigan with like a little elastic gathering here, or what was attempted as an elastic gathering. I think I know what I did wrong. Aww, I got a big hole in it. I'm sad. I had this in the closet for... Wait, how old am I? Oh well. I'll figure something out. I do remember that I really liked this one. I was very pleased with how it turned out, even though it is a little see-through. That wasn't a problem at the time, though, because I just wore camisole under everything. I'm very proud of myself for coming up with this. Because believe it or not, this was all an old shirt I got on sale from Kohl's. I think it was like $2. So I tweaked it, made it bigger. And since I couldn't fit the sleeves together all the way like I wanted, I crocheted these little lacing details and connected the sleeves together. I think at the time, I just wanted to do something a little different. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It still looks good. Still need to wear camisole. Of course, I can't wear it anymore. Time waits for no one. And no waistline. Okay, this one I have to keep for sentimental purposes because this is the first sweater I ever crocheted for myself. Again, I think I messed up here, so I decided it was inspired by the deconstructionists of the 80s to look like a seam that was pulled apart. It ended up working really well for it. I got a lot of compliments on the sweater whenever I wore it. One thing you have to note, though, is that the sleeves are way too long. And that's because I forgot to take into account that if you're going to do a shoulder like this, you have to make shorter sleeves. I mean, ultimately, I just rolled them up like that. And I just kind of ran with it. And it still looked good. It still was super warm and it was comfy. I can't wear it anymore because, again, it's like 2 sizes too small now. I actually didn't realize this was an ombre pattern when I bought it. I realized as I was going, the way I was making it, it was coming up with these nice vertical stripes. And that was a happy accident. I'm very proud of that. Now this one, I did get a lot of wear out when I was still in school. Again, I wore a camisole under everything. I really liked making these little lacy tops to go over your shirts and your camisoles. The neckline could use a little work. I did not cut on the bias like you're supposed to. That was my bad. It's my first attempt to cover lace in sleeves like this. It actually worked really well. I wore this thing to death, even at my first job at university I used to work for, the hospital. I still love it because it was such a cool idea. Maybe I'll make some more of these with a different cut and some minor tweaks. I was really proud of this one. The sad little skirt that never was, but could have been. And man, I had such high hopes for this one too. Like, I had been studying skirts. I figured out how to do this asymmetrical cut that I wanted on the hem, which I thought was going to be super cute. I was really proud because I was coming along with my understitching. Again, you can't see it here because it's black, but this understitching is so good. It turned out great. The zipper needed some work. I did not put an invisible zipper. I was still young and foolish, and it would have been perfect if I had remembered one crucial detail. Elastic must go in certain places. So maybe I'll finish this one and just give it to someone who's a size smaller than me. I don't know. The technical work is fine. It's serviceable. Well, it's serviceable. There's definitely some things I would do differently here. I would definitely want to line the inside of the skirt too, since I went to all the trouble to line the waistband and then put in the elastic. Now this one I was also excited for. It just didn't turn out the way I'd hoped. Okay, at first glance, it looks fine. Standard shirt that you can wear with a cardigan or a camisole underneath. But my fellow crafters and textile workers will probably notice it without me having to show them, but I'm going to show you anyway. There was a problem with the cut. It's knit and it's supposed to stretch in one direction, but it stretches in the wrong direction. And I got this material specifically because I was starting to work with jerseys and knits. And I cut it the wrong way. What will I do with this? I don't know, because I was very proud of how this little crochet detail turned out. It was so pretty after I finished it. I liked the gray. I had plans to do more on the sleeve, but I realized I cut the wrong direction. Okay, this one wasn't too bad. Again, I had a lot of hopes for it, but at the time I thought it was cute, but now looking at it, I realized I should have patterned it just a little bit better. Because here's the back, in case you want to see. Yeah, that's not as pretty as it could have been, especially with this kind of material. Oh my god, it feels like water, and I love it. It does not stretch. I think it's a fake silk or sateen. I threw away that information a long time ago, so I have to go find it. I think I remember what I was going for here. It just didn't pan out, so I'll definitely have to see if I can do it again later. Okay, this was meant to be a t-shirt top, and it turned out fine. You know, something that you can wear to bed, something that you can just wear around the house. And that's why it's actually about a size too small. I was not good at sizing. It's still usable, and I actually think this might fit my mother, so I'll see if she needs a new bedtime shirt or something. The skirt humiliation continues. Again, no waistband. And this would have been a perfectly suitable black skirt, but the problem is I bought it as a remnant, and I think it spent too much time rolled up because I could not get these damn wrinkles out of it. So it'd be a good lining material. I might just take it apart and use it for that specifically. And this is just cotton. This is just cotton with no elastic in it. But I did use an invisible zipper instead, and it's actually not too bad. Still a couple of things I would need to work on here. Just secure it down, but at least it's functional. And finally, I have a maroon skirt. Why I made it, I don't know. I think it's because I was trying out the circle skirt pattern, because it is just one big circle. It's one big circle with a waistband, and I was also practicing using a serger for the first time. So I'm very proud of how this looks, even though it doesn't match like it should. The zipper also looks really decent. This is the first time I think I actually did a zipper somewhat correctly on a skirt, even though I didn't use an invisible zipper. I just used a generic one again. But it's a surprisingly good match, so I didn't think that would do anything to it. I was also playing around with the embroidery details on my sewing machine. So, those are the old clothes. We've done that part. Now I just don't know what to do with everything else. I've got like 10 different projects, I think, at the same time, and I think I have to make some hard decisions and start prioritizing. How I'm going to do that, I have no idea. But I got to get this thing together because April 24th is coming up. That's my big D-Day for me. And I got to get a hustle because I don't know what I'm going to do if it's not ready by then.